Yo. I have an NU battle here, and excuse the Meloetta because yeah, she's definitely not NU anymore. But it was probably right before this battle was from right before she got banned from NU and into RU or BL3 or whatever it is. But yep, I have a NU battle here, NU battle. So we're gonna be leading off with Yuxi. I also have a Meloetta, like I said, a Hitmo top, a Malamar, a Drapion, and an Ambipom. And my opponent, positive, my boy Mimi, is Quillfish, Slowbro, Hitmontop, Metacham, Vaporeon, and Sneasel. So he's gonna be leading off with that Quillfish. I'm gonna go ahead and get up rocks as he tries to get up layers of toxic spikes. From that point, I shall be doing Sidekick and getting off a whole bunch of damage and end up knocking out this Quillfish on a 2-hit KO. So as he does get the double layer of spikes up, he's actually going to bring out his Sneasel now, and not really wanting to take a fake out or not wanting to just get damaged in general by maybe a knockoff or something. I'm just going to go ahead and switch right into my Hitmontop for two reasons: because he's fighting type and won't take any damage or that much damage, and on top of that I do Intimidate. And my third reason that I was really meaning was he's going to be my rapid spinner here as we get rid of these T-spikes, because those things can be very annoying. As he switches out his Sneasel, he's going to bring back in his Slow King, and I'm going to go ahead and rapid spin out these T-spikes here as my Hitmontop pretty much set up. My boy Beyblade, shouts out to the name, you know, like I always try on my names, be creative and stuff. So as I bring in my boy Drapion, I'm gonna end up taking this Shadow Ball, and at this point I do have the pursuit on this Slowbro, so of course he's gonna run Regenerator, trying to get some health back and not being in a good situation. Gonna switch out anyway. Getting caught with the pursuit is that Slow King. He's gonna take a whole bunch of damage but not die, so it's kind of okay, it's kind of fine. So he's gonna bring out Hitmontop here, and I'm going to go ahead and do another pursuit, and I believe this was a misclick. I meant to go for like Poison Jab, but for some reason I misclicked and actually hit pursuit again. There was no reason there. It might have been knockoff maybe, but I'm pretty sure it was Poison Jab. So after I do my misclick there, I'm gonna switch out into my Meloetta. Shouts out to my shiny Meloetta, and I'm gonna take a close combat very well, because I pretty much had this was one of my only switch-ins, I want to say, that I had in for this Hitmontop. I mean, I could have switched. No, I could have switched into Yuxi. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. I can I switch into my Meloetta here, and I go for the Relic Song. As I take a close combat, I'm gonna transform into my fighting stance as this Sneasel come in and takes a whole bunch of damage from the Relic Song, and then gets knocked out to the following U-turn. So then my Malamar is gonna come out here off the U-turn here and gonna square up with the incoming Metacham. And I don't know if he knew my typing or not for the dark type, but I'm going to do the knockoff for Metacham after he misses a Psycho Cut, or you know, it doesn't really affect dark types. So he's gonna bring in the Slow King here and pretty much try to pull a double switch on me, but I end up pretty much just staying in anyway and going, just keeping up the knockoff. My Malamar is Choice Scarf, by the way, just because, you know, late in the battle he can just, you know, just speed up the battle and pretty much go for the sweep, just in case people are low on health over there. So I'm gonna switch out my Malamar and go right into my Beyblades, my boy, my Hitmontop, and he's gonna go for the Toxic, and thankfully I'm already poisoned, so I can't really get Toxic here. So after I take a little bit of Toxic damage here, I'm pretty much gonna go for the close combat here and see how much damage I can pretty much get back off on this Vaporeon. And I pretty much don't get, I do a good maybe 39, so I mean it was kind of good, but pretty much kind of whatever type damage. But I'm gonna take a Skull here, and me being low on HP, I'm actually gonna go for the Mach Punch. At this point, Hitmontop pretty much done his job. Pretty much we already knocked out Quillfish, so no more T-spikes coming up. He doesn't have rockers on his team, so I pretty much don't gotta worry about that. So at this point, I do switch out my Hitmontop to bring in my Malamar as he goes for the skull, and I maybe could have just sacked off my Hitmontop there. That probably been a better play, because like I said, he doesn't have pretty much no more use here. So I bring in my Malamar and I actually go for the superpower, and I probably, like I said, illegitimately brought him in because I took a whole bunch of damage from skull, and I pretty much don't have a lot of time to pretty much set up here with superpower, because I'm already below half health. So skull, I'm gonna take another skull here and get knocked out before I can pretty much set up here. And then after and he's actually gonna get the wish, which is very good for him on the other side, as I'm gonna bring back in my Meloetta and go for the relic song and actually transform here and get scolded. Gonna get scolded here, and I'm pretty much gonna go straight for my Z move and go for the all-out pummeling, just to pretty much destroy this Vaporeon here. Not gonna be able to survive a an all-out pummeling. And by the way, shouts out to what we got going on here. This is Sly Cooper music, if you ever played Sly Cooper from PS2. So I thought it fit in pretty much well with the surroundings in this battle. So he's gonna bring back in his Hitmontop and get off the intimidate, and so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out and bring in my own Hitmontop, so we can have this little skate off here as he goes for the close combat. And like I said, I didn't really have too much use for Hitmontop at this point, so I went ahead and just sacked him off here to the Hitmontop. And then I'm gonna bring back my Meloetta here to actually pretty much finish the battle. I was thinking at this point, but at this point I'm gonna go for the Zen headbutt and pretty much get off a little bit of damage on Slow King, and then U-turn to see how much damage I can get off. And after I pretty much do a decent bit of damage. It was about 45% damage, and I pretty much get Slow King down to his last bit of health as he scolds me, and I go, as I did U-turn into Drapion. This time I will be able to knock the Slow King out with Pursuit. The first time he kind of got lucky and survived there. So as his last Pokemon is this Hitmontop, I'm actually gonna just stay in here and go for the poison jab like I wanted to do earlier in the battle. And as you can see, it pretty much didn't do a lot at all. So I'm gonna he's gonna go for the close combat and get me down to 4 HP, and with the Rocky Helmet damage, he is gonna go down a little bit, but gonna get some back from his leftovers. So he's pretty much at about 60%, and this is his last Pokemon. So at this point, the battle's, I want to say, basically over. So he's gonna rapid spin me and knock down my Drapion here, and at this point, all I got to do is pretty much bring in my Meloetta and hope and pray that I do not miss this Zen headbutt, and we're good to go. And Meloetta is going to hit this Zen headbutt, and that's going to be the 3-0, I believe. 3-0, 3.5 to 0 battle win for me. So yep, shouts out to Sly Cooper and stuff like that. And yeah, guys, there's nothing really going on. So shouts out to the next battle. I'm gonna try to get some more UU battles up. I got a couple UU teams, and I got a good couple UU battles that I want to get out there. So shouts out to that. Check the 2 videos on the end, and goodbye.